currently reading Mina Salami's book, Can Feminism Be African? And within it, she discusses how, when we talk about African history, I often fall into categorizing it as pre-colonization, colonization, and then post-colonization. Salami points out that by doing this, we are inadvertently reducing African history. When we refer to European history, we don't say pre-colonizer period, colonizer period, and then post-colonizer period. We would say the Renaissance period, the Victorian era, or Enlightenment. So why not do the same for African history? And to be honest, this doesn't just apply for African history. It can kind of apply to anywhere in the world that was colonized. In this context, why not do the same for African history? Actually reference specific points, so like Axumite Empire trade during the 4th century, or the Islamic expansion in the 7th century, or the Swahili coast trade in the 15th century. Suddenly it's not just this like big pre-colonial blob or time in history. It becomes a lot more rich and specific, and I feel like that would actually lead to more interesting conversations if this was in conversation. And to add to this, I'm very guilty of this. I've said pre-colonial up and down my page. I do feel like this small shift, naming actual time periods in history, that brings that history forward, and it puts that history at the forefront as opposed to just being a footnote of colonization.